Hello everyone. So over the weekend I was cleaning my yard because the sun was out in the UK. So after cleaning for a few hours, this happened. I'm just kidding. So what happened is after cleaning for a few hours, I could see the smoke coming out of these vents and there was a burning smell coming out of there as well. So as soon as I saw these, I just turned off the power switch and turned off on off switch from here. I'm gonna show you what could go wrong with this machine. So in my case, I know carbon brushes inside are worn down, and because of that it started smoking, and the burning smell was from that. So to open these you will need to remove 7 T15 torque screws. Let me show you what kind of screws. I already removed them, so I'll show you what kind of screws they are. First you can take this handle off and I'll show you what kind of screws they are. So these are T15 screws. You will need these bits. This is T15. I bought it from Amazon for £8.50 or something. I'm gonna put the link in the description. So I've removed all the screws. I'm gonna show you what's inside now. So before you remove it, I suggest you take this off, and there's a small filter inside, which just take that off. This cover will just pop off. So as soon as you remove the cover, I suggest you remove this hose from here. As soon as you remove the hose, you can put this away. After that, you can easily remove this white part from here. So these will come off. So one thing I suggest you is put this on the side. This white part here is the on off switch. Be careful when you put it down on the floor. So to remove this white part, there are a few clips here, here, and on the other side there are the clips here as well. So I'll start from here. So I'll remove the cover now. As you can see, when you take it off, you will see something like this inside. Mine is Karcher K2, but this should be similar with all the Karcher machines. You can take this completely off if you want. So it will just come out like this. In my case, I'll show you what happened here. So these carbon brushes, as you can see, the black thing here, that's little bit burnt. So that was the smoke, and you can see here as well, the smoke and the burning smell was coming out of there. The carbon brushes, they go one here and one on the other side. There is a little spring here that's holding the brush, so you can just remove it like this and remove the carbon brush. So that spring you can just put back on here. I'll show you the carbon brushes now. So there is a spade connector here, which you have to take it off. So as you can see, my brush has worn down quite a bit. It should be this long. The size of the carbon brush will be different for different machines, so when you buy it, you need to make sure you buy the right size, otherwise it will not fit in this slot here. Apparently you need to change these every 12 months. So in my case it was carbon brushes that were worn down, but in your case it might be something else as well. So while you're at it, you can just check the copper cables here as well. If there is any broken, you will need to solder it down. Also, if the motor is faulty, then you will have to replace the whole motor, and which will be more expensive. So these carbon brushes, you can find them online for less than £10. These are the new brushes I bought online. So as you can see, the size difference, these are very small, so these are worn down so much, so I need to replace them. Let me put these in. When you put this in, you need to make sure the spring is back on here so you can hold the brush down. So as you can see here inside, it should touch this rotor. And this spade connector, when you buy online, you need to make sure this tail is also long enough to reach the spade connector. I bought few online, but their tail was very short and it couldn't reach here, so I had to send them back. And this size of the spade connector is 5 mm. While you're at it, you might as well check the cables and everything as well, see if there are no cuts or any burns in the cable. So when you put in the covers back on, please make sure you need to run the cables through this channel here, and it should go out like this. Make sure all the cables are nicely tucked away inside before you close the cover. So once everything is done, it's time to put the cover back on. So you need to align this on-off switch with this switch here. This on-off switch should go inside here. So before you put it in, just make sure it's working. On-off switch is working. Don't forget to connect your hose here. Align the screw holes properly and it should sit nice in like this. Put this on. Don't forget to put your filter in and your hose connector. And then put the screws on. So I'll just put all the screws back on before we go outside and try these. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. So everything is connected up now. Let's turn it on. Let's see if it works.